friends, welcome to Ahilu Arts channel. As we already told, we are going to do all the Christmas presents, Christmas oriented hangings, decorations all these months. So in this video we are going to see a 3-step Christmas tree. You might have already seen our little Christmas trees, which is a 1 step to be a wall hanging or a tree hanging, right? So in this video we are going to see a 3-step Christmas tree. As you already saw in the last video, we have done the Christmas tree from bottom to top. In the same, I have told you we can do it either from top to bottom also. So this is the tree where we are going to do top to bottom, but in the 3 steps it will give you an amazing look that it really looks like a Christmas tree, right? So let us start doing the same. So start with a slip knot. Make sure you leave a long tail so that we will be making a knot with this tail to make it as a hanging. Okay. Now chain 3. This is our first double crochet. Okay. Again, do a double crochet in the first chain from the hook. We don't have any foundation chain or any foundation ring or magic ring, anything. We just start our starting double crochets. Okay, see, we have 2 double crochets. How I have done it? 3 chains and have done a double crochet in the first chain. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we are going to increase. As you remember, in the last video we have done from bottom to top, so the thing we have done is decrease. So since we are doing from top to bottom, we are going to increase. While decrease, since we have done decrease in the first and last stitch, increase also has to be done only in the first and last stitch. So since we have only 2 stitches, we have to do increase in both these stitches, right? So I am doing 2 chains. That will be my first double crochet, and I have done 1 more double crochet in the same stitch. Again 2 double crochet in the top chain of chain 3. Okay, so now we will be having 4 double crochets, right? So make sure you take only 2 strands in the chain, otherwise it would be like working in the gap, right? We need not work on the gap. See, we have 4. Let me zoom in. Sorry. See, we have 4 stitches. Now what we are going to do, we have to increase in the first and the 4th stitch. So turn your work, chain 2. This will be our first double crochet. So do a double crochet in the same stitch and do 1 double crochet in next 2 stitches. Okay, and do a 2 double crochet in the top chain of chain 2 of the previous row, right? So now we have 6 stitches. So this is how we will be increasing further, right? I used to have 4 in the first step, and in the next step it will be 5, and then the last it will be 6, and it will be okay if you have 3 steps. Okay, that will be more than enough. So I am doing 2 chains, then do a double crochet in the same stitch, and in the middle 4 stitches you have to do 1 double crochet each, right? So the increase should be only in the first and the last stitches, right? Okay, the last stitch would be your chain 2, not the double crochet. Okay, so don't forget the chain 2, then only your tree will be increasing evenly. Okay, sorry, right? See, we have formed the top step of the tree. Now what we have to do, we have to start the next step. So this will be a triangle, we have to start a other triangle with the 2 double crochet. So we have like 8 double crochets, and so we have to have only 2 double crochet in the next round. For that, what we are going to do, see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 stitches I have to have. So I'll be having the 2 double crochets in the 4th and the 5th stitch. So in order to reach the 4th stitch, what I'll be doing, I'll be slip stitching into the first 4 stitches. Okay, so don't forget to slip stitch into the first stitch. Okay, then only your triangle will be equal. If you start slip stitching into the next stitch, then your triangle will not be in a good shape. Okay, so slip stitch till you reach the 4th stitch. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we have to chain 2. This will be our first double crochet and a double crochet in the next stitch. See, now we have to start our normal increase rows. Okay, so 2 double crochets in the first double crochet and 2 double crochets in the chain 2. Right, so this will be our pattern to follow. So in this, as I already told, we have 4 steps in the first 4 rows in the first step, so I'll be having 5 in the next, right? So you will be having 10 stitches in total. So chain 2, double crochet in the same stitch, double crochet in the next 2 stitches and 2 double crochets in the last chain 2. Don't forget the chain 2. Okay, fine. Now we have 6 stitches. Again turn your work, chain 2, do your first double crochet. Why we are not doing chain 3 but we are doing chain 2? Because we don't want the extra gap and the tree should to be like wavy or something. Like we want the trees to be stiff, so that's why we are doing only chain 2 to avoid extra gaps or any unwanted holes. Okay, so this is our 4th stitch, sorry, 4th round, where we have 8 stitches. We have to do one more row. Okay, see, always take only 2 strands of the chain 2 and do a 2 double crochet. Sorry, since my hand is moving, the camera is blurring. Okay, so now we have to do the last round, chain 2, another double crochet, do double crochet in between stitches, this will be far easier than the one we have already done. Okay, that's why we have done only 1 step tree in that, and we are doing 3 steps in here. Okay, so my last row is done in the second step. You can see how the tree is gradually increasing, right? So we are going to do the 3rd step, and that will be our last step. So since I have 10 stitches here, what I have to do, I have to slip stitch for till 5th stitch, and I will be doing double crochets in the 5th and 6th stitch, so that I will be having 4 stitches in this side and 4 stitches in this side, and in the center stitches I will be having my 2 double crochets, right? So make sure you slip stitch into the first stitch. Never skip this first stitch. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5. See, I'm in the 5th stitch, so 1 2 3 4 5. I have 5 more stitches. So what I'll be doing, chain 2 and double crochet in the next stitch, See, we have started our next step. So this is the step where I will be doing the same increase as the previous steps. Okay, so here I will be doing 6 steps, right? 6 steps, and I'll be having 12 stitches at the end. So continue the same, and I'll let you know how to do the stem. It is the same way as we have done already in the last video, but I'll be showing you again, right? So continue till you have 12 stitches, that is for 6 more rounds, and meet me here. We'll do the stem part, right? So I have done 6 rows. See, you can see how our tree is gradually increasing. Okay, so now what we are going to do, we'll be doing the stem part. As I already told you, we have to start the stem with 4 stitches. Okay, so since we have 12 stitches, that's why I told you to stop at when we have 12 stitches, because 12 is both multiples of um, 2 and 3. Okay, so we will be having 3 parts of this 12, so we'll leave 4 steps here, 4 stitches here and 4 stitches there, and we'll be working in the middle 4 stitches. Okay, so make sure you are slip stitching till fifth stitch. So, okay, like in the last tree we have done only 12 stitches, and we'll be doing the stem. Okay, so 1 2 3 4. So these are the 4 stitches we have to skip and slip stitch into the 5th stitch where we have to start work. So 1 2 3 4, these 4 stitches will be working, and with these 4 stitches we'll be skipping. Okay, so chain 2, this will be our first double crochet, and double crochet in next 3 stitches. Okay, so we will be doing one more round of double crochet, chain 2, chain 2, double crochets in the next 3 stitches. The last stitch will be your top chain of chain 3, so chain 2. Okay, so this is enough, but what I have already told you, we have to end any product with a single crochet to have a perfect edging, right? So we'll be doing one single crochet single crochet row on the 4 stitches, right? Now chain 1, fasten off this end. Okay, so weave in this tail end. With this tail end we have to form the loop to make it as a hanging, right? So make sure you're having the loop in the edge, not in the middle. Okay, if you have the loop like this, then this will be an awkward strand. So what I'm doing is I'll be making the loop in the edge. Okay, so any wall hanging, any hanging what you are doing, always make the loop with the starting, so that you will not be having any unwanted gap between the loop and the work. Okay, so see, it will be a bit trickier, but try to have the loop only at the edge. See, I have the loop only at the starting point, so this will be my complete loop. So I'll be weaving in this tail end and the tail end at the bottom. So this goes into my Krishna's tree. Amazing, isn't it? So try this out and send your photographs to my Facebook page. If you like this video, please share it with your friends, comment your suggestions, and I'll make it work. Okay, So never forget to subscribe to our channel and never miss any video. Thank you.